The Mansfield Business Alliance has released recently their list of 40 under 40. They are 40 people who are under the age of 40, who are the next level of leaders here in Mansfield. And they are CEOs, they are business owners, they are everyday people just like you and me. And in the studio today is one of those 40 under 40. She is a community-driven force in Mansfield. She's earned accolades empowering entrepreneurs, spearheading community events, and operating a successful small business with her husband, Mariah Dietrich.
Yes, hi.
Welcome.
Hi.
And I got to say, we've known each other through one of your enterprises, your Mom Boss Expo.
Yes.
And we've been a proud media partner with that
Yes.
for 2 or 3.
Yeah, a couple of the events, yeah.
So those. Congratulations on
Thank
40 under
you.
40. How's it feel?
It feels really cool, honestly. Like this is still kind of a new thing that the NBA is doing, but it feels really cool, and I'm very honored to be the first round of, and of all of these successful people.
That's awesome. This what I wanted to start off in terms of my first question was, were you inspired in any way growing up to become a leader? Did you just wake up one day thinking, I'm going to be a leader in the community, or something you just kind of grew into?
Oh, that's such a really good question. I don't think I've ever had like a aha moment. It's just something that I guess happened over time. I usually tell this, I guess, story or just growing up. Both my husband and I, we grew up what I say humbly. We didn't come from much, and so we grew up in a really small town called Bowie, Texas.
Bowie, yeah.
Yep. That's where we both grew up. That's where we met when we were 13. Anyway, we didn't come from much, honestly, and so after high school, we moved to Dallas, and that's where we started our careers and whatnot. And then we moved to Mansfield, and something about Mansfield just feels like home. It has that small town feel. I don't know if you know, but 287 runs through Bowie, and so 287 was always like home. And so when we moved here, I realized that 287 ran through Mansfield. I was like, this is it. And so I don't know. For me, I guess it's just a way to show up in what I call now my hometown.
Yeah.
And I love Mansfield. I love the people of Mansfield. And I think, becoming a leader is just something that's happened naturally over time, just showing up and loving the town that I live in. So
Can I give you a fun fact about 287?
Okay, yes.
It's the longest highway in the state,
Okay.
going actually from the Gulf all the way up to the Panhandle.
No way.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that.
There you go.
Okay.
I tell you
that
what.
that makes sense. I'm like, why would this go all the way up to Bowie? Because that's like 2 hours away.
Yeah.
And so, okay, that's cool. That's a fun fact. Good old 287.
287. Can you share a specific moment in your life? Now, you've got the Mom Boss Expo. You're the co-owner of Maintenance Matters Mobile Mechanic with your husband. You do these networking events on boats, so a moment in your life where you know that, wow, I really made a difference today, whether it's in the Mom Boss, the maintenance, the boat, or just sometime in life.
You have great questions. Honestly, I think I feel that in everything that I do. The Mom Boss Expo specifically, I'll have business owners come up to me and tell me how great this event was, how it's the best one they've done this year or whatnot. And I have several that are repeat vendors, and, the love that they have for this expo that I've just thrown together, honestly, that feels incredible. And then with the sunset cruises that we do for business owners, like having people say this was so great, thank you for doing this. I think it's just getting that recognition and that validation from other people saying that this is good, we liked this, we enjoyed this, and it just feels good, and then I just want to keep doing more of it.
Yeah.
So
you've got these 3 different elements in your life, and you wear many hats in all of those elements. But you're also a wife. You're also a mother. how do you handle work-life balance?
I don't sleep.
You
I'm
don't?
just kidding.
Yeah?
No, just kidding. Just kidding. Another great question. Honestly, I think, well, they're all spaced out. I think is like, I'm not trying to do all the things all at the same time. So like, the expos are only twice a year. It's April and November. The sunset cruises we do during the summer. And so like, as far as that goes, we're just about like spacing that stuff out well. But as far as the day-to-day goes, I mean, Joe and I work like a team, honestly. Like it's not perfect, but we just like, communicating with each other and taking turns and being like, okay, this has to get done. And it just works.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm super grateful and blessed to have him. We work well together. And I think I have someone at home that helps me balance it,
And
honestly.
you started off as middle school sweethearts?
Yeah, 13.
13 years old.
13 years old, yeah.
First girlfriend, boyfriend for both of you?
Yep.
And that is awesome.
Yeah, I have this really awful joke if you want to hear it.
Let's hear it. Is it a dad joke?
No, it's
No?
no, it's not.
No, it's a mom joke.
It's a wife joke. No, it's, because we grew up in this really small town. And so we got together at a really young age. And then I was like, well, I'm out of options. Like, I'll just stick with you. So I always tell him, I was like, it's just because I was out of options. No.
But it's worked.
It's working. And I'm super grateful and super blessed to like have this man that just, I don't know. Like,
who are some of the influences that have helped you along the way to get where you are today?
Honestly, the majority of them, I would say, are people in Mansfield, other business owners. When we moved to Mansfield, we didn't know anybody. Mm-hmm. We have a couple family members that lived here. Well, one of them still lives here, but we didn't really know anybody. So for me, I just dove headfirst into the business community. And so between networking, that's where I met like all my mentors. Some of them are like Beth Steinke, Beth.
I
Beth
love
and Roger,
Beth.
they're
Yes.
the best. They were some of my first, what I would call mentors. And then later on, Kim McCaslin, she was another one. And
M3
so,
Ranch.
Yep. And so for me, I think, and there's so many others there's so many, but like between just getting into the business community and networking and just making connections, like I think that's really where I found a lot of, my mentorship and everything that I do. Everyone had great pieces of advice through their years of learning and being business owners. And I just took bits and pieces from everyone. And it was perfect. So
as a business owner, a founder, a director, a social media maven, what's been your biggest challenge?
That's a good question. Honestly, I think it kind of just comes back to the balance, of like home life, professional life, having time for myself. And that's something that I've had to kind of relearn this year, was being able to take a step back and be like, okay, I do wear all these hats, but what hat do I wear for myself? And so this year, I'm saying it's because I'm hitting my midlife crisis early, but I turned 30 in January.
Are you driving a Corvette yet?
Yeah, no, but I did get a motorcycle.
I saw that. Yes, on Facebook, I saw she got a motorcycle.
I got a motorcycle, but I think for me, the biggest challenge was like not losing myself in all these hats that I wear. And this year alone, I was just like, I need to find the hat that fits just for me. And that's been really good though. So I would say like that was the most challenging part, but I think I'm getting through that and finding a little bit about who I am in all these roles that I'm in. So
you turned 30 this year.
Yes.
Let's go back 20 years.
Okay.
Let's go back 20 years and 10-year-old Mariah.
Okay.
Today, what you know now, if you could have a conversation with 10-year-old Mariah, what advice would you give her?
Oh, dang. Just keep going, honestly. I would probably tell her that you're going to be so proud of yourself in 20 years and just keep going, honestly. Like I said, growing up wasn't easy. And so if I had that, big sister, figure in my life then and just say, just to keep going, it's going to be worth it and you're going to be proud, that that would have been enough.
Do you have
And
a big
so
sister?
I don't. I'm the big sister.
You're the big sister.
I don't
Okay.
have a big sister. I'm the big sister. And so, but yeah. So I tell that to my siblings. I'm like, just keep going.
going.
You'll be fine. You'll figure it out.
All right. In conclusion, I always like to open up the mic to you, if you have any shout outs, if you have any thanks, if you have any words of advice, anybody. If you want to just take a look at that camera right over there and address whoever you're talking to, whatever's on your mind, the mic is yours.
Okay. No, I would really like to say thank you to the whole Mansfield community for making this feel like home for my husband and my family and for our business. We are so blessed to be surrounded by a community that cares and supports small businesses. And I don't have anyone in mind specifically. I would just say thank you to everyone because seriously, we've been so blessed finding home in Mansfield. So, yeah.
Mariah Dietrich.
That's all I got.
Congratulations on 40 Under 40.
Thank you.
Founder and director of the Mom Boss Expo.
Yes.
Co-owner of Maintenance Matters, mobile auto maintenance and repair.
Yep, something like that.
That's a mouthful.
It is.
Along with husband Joseph. And again, social networking maven. We'll call her that with the sunset cruises. And one of these days, I'm going to do that.
Okay.
But we'll see you this fall at the Mom Boss Expo.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you, Steve.
And thanks for being on About Mansfield.
Thank you.